hello, everyone. How are you? How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Let me get everything double checked, and then we will begin in a mean. Okay. That's there. That's there. All right. All right. Okay. I think we are good to go. Welcome in, everybody. How are you today? Magical, you were here first. Welcome in. How are you? How's it going? Emmers, hello. Hello, hello. Bear, hello. Welcome in. Emmers, thank you very much for the 375 stream streak. Some celebratory sneezes. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for the 375 stream streak. Donks in chat if you have them. I don't have them. Yimit, welcome in. Hello, how are you? Dinger right, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Been a little busy today. I'm a little tired. May not be as long of a stream today. But I didn't start late, so that's a good thing. What was I gonna say? But yeah, we will be playing some more of the Mermaid Mask today. But before we get into that, I have a theory, a mid-game theory that I will propose to you all, but we'll do that before we get, like, right before we get into the game. So that way, you know, people who want to play, if they're avoiding spoilers or whatever, you know, they don't hear it now. Lyra, welcome in. How are you? Mossy informed me that you stream, so I had to come in. Oh, that's so very nice. Lyra, we know through YV as well, and Mossy has brought people over there to YV. So welcome in. How are you today? I do seem tired. I promise I'm tired. It's just I have coffee now. That's okay. You need rest. It's more important than the stream. We'll see. We'll see how far we go. But welcome in, Lyra. By the way, whereabouts in the world are you? I don't think I've been able to pinpoint that yet. Drink coffee, no more tiredness. Exactly. That's my recipe. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I'm a little tired, but we'll see how things progress. We are gonna play more. Because you're new, we typically chat for like 45 minutes to an hour before we get into the game. So if you're at some point like, wow, this is really going on a long time, it's because it's just the normal here. Oh, you're from Australia. Oh, amazing. Oh, that's lovely. Very, very cool. Of course. I mean, no, well, Wifey gets a lot of people from, like, you know, the UK waking up, you know, degenerate Americans, New Zealanders, everybody. So I don't know. I feel like that time zone, you don't really know, when you're watching a stream, you don't really know where people are from, you know? I feel like if you're streaming 5 hours ago, probably most of the people are like Americans and the degenerate UKers, you know? So, we are a Crikey Core streamer. Lyra, I went to Australia last year to visit YV and to hang out with people. And it was amazing. But I have self-dubbed myself as Crikey Core, in that I am just a big fan. Just a big fan. I'm trying to see if I can even move there, but we'll see. That's a pipe dream. That is a pipe dream. No, so I went to, I flew into Brisbane. YV and I road tripped to New South Wales. We were mostly in like Newcastle and Tanilba Bay area, because that's where he is from originally, or like that's where he was born-ish, or at least where he like spent like being a little kid. And then, but we went to Sydney for a day and just kind of road trip, and then we road trip back. But then, yeah, I was pretty much in Queensland the rest of the time. You'll have to tell him that. You'll have to tell him that for sure. I loved Newcastle. Loved it. I could see myself like, if I couldn't live in a city that I already have friends, I would probably move to Newcastle, because I loved it. I thought it was great. I feel like I don't know what other Aussies think of Newcastle, but I thought it was great. I really liked it. But yes, we were in like Newcastle and Tanilba Bay and Nelson Bay. I think those are sort of where we were at mostly. But we drove down to Sydney one day, and that was great. Anyway, it was a fun time. Nelson Bay is gorgeous. Yeah, it was. I loved that area a lot. And I live in Alaska, and Anchorage, where I live, is the biggest city, but it is like so small in comparison to like any of the towns or cities that I really went to. So like, I feel like Newcastle would be like, it would feel like Anchorage in a way. But I could do a big city. So if I were to move, I don't know. I would love to. I don't know. I'd love to move over there, but it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. Are you also in Queensland? By the way, Emmers, are you excited about Splatoon? Are you still getting Splatoon? Raiders? Splatoon Raiders? I currently live in rural South New South Wales, so I'm definitely not city folk. Fair. Yeah, that's cool. I think I can do either. I grew up in a city, but have lived in smaller towns or on the like outskirts of towns or whatever. Anchorage is very small. The entire state of Alaska has only 700,000 people. 500,000 of those people live in Anchorage. And it's just not very big. It's just not a very big city. I think a lot of people come to Alaska expecting more, but or at least like, oh, we'll go to Anchorage, and they're expecting like it's a more fleshed out city, and it's just like, it's not. Wait, Emmers, are you getting Splatoon Raiders this week? That sounds so nice. It's not bad. I mean, we have our problems for sure. You are? Okay, very exciting. By the way, Emmers, also, I just have to show you this. I got a pentakill the other day, and I saved it. And I saved it, because it's rare for me. Did we emote? How soon after they're all dead does it count as I emoted right after? How much time am I? What is the grace period? I was playing League of Legends, ARAM Mayhem. Hold on. Yeah, this is it. I'm playing Smolder, who's like a little dragony guy, a little dragon boy. And Emmers, I got like the perfect augment setup for him. I got Jeweled Gauntlet, which means your abilities can critically strike. Critical Missile, so every time you critically strike, it sends out a wave of missiles. And I'm forgetting the other two that I had. Hate it. But I loved it. GG, welcome in. How are you? But this is what happened. So that's me. I'm in my Christmas skin. Hold on. Let's zoom and enhance this. Because we might need to... Emmy, welcome in. How are you? So the enemy team is up in this corner right. Our team will have the blue health bars. They will have the red health bars. They will soon have the no health bars. Oh gosh. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, rewind. I guess I can't pause this because it's a web M or whatever. Anyway. So that's my ability. Oh, look at all those missiles. Look at it. And 3 just died. The triple kill. I get a... And they're dead. They're all dead. That was it. That was just done. It's very easy, and I emoted right there. But they surrendered immediately after that. So that was it. That was it. That was just like definitely getting the Crikey core. Was it the G'day mate? Was that the one that was that what told you? Emmy, thank you very much for the lurk. I hope you have a great day. But yeah, I also actually that same day, that same sesh, I got a second pentakill. I know you don't believe it, because I'm really not that good. This time I'm Senna? I'm Senna, right. And I don't remember which augments I had. But that's me. Oh, that's me right there. Boop boop. And they're all gonna die here in a second. I think I'm kind of in the way. They're all about to die here in a second. Lights on the way. There I go. There. Oh. I killed one. Killed another. Oh, there goes the third. I'm panicking. There's a fourth and there's the fifth. I was very, very happy about that. And I emoted it right again. I guess I do that, don't I? I guess I do. I am toxic, aren't I? I'm saying that. They did not surrender. But I'm saying maybe I am a toxic player. Maybe I'm the problem. Is that... I'm sure it's fine. By the way, before we go into this, I was gonna show you guys a trailer. Did you guys watch the Doomsday trailer? Avengers Doomsday? Because I'm excited. Yes. I have not seen it. Would you guys like to watch it? Too bad. The answer is yes. Well, I mean, I guess it could be no. You could just say... You could be like, I'm gonna click away now. Which is fine. You can do that. Now here's the thing. Will I get copyright struck if I remove the audio from the VOD? I've done it. We'll see what happens. Surely Marvel and Disney are not very litigious, right? They've already shut down the stream. It's fine. So Doomsday is coming out December. And this is the trailer. It's going to have a lot of different... It's a mishmash of all of the different Marvel movies. from like Fox, X-Men, and all of that. So very excited. Look, it's the Xavier School. I don't know who's talking, I'm gonna be honest. There's a Fantastic Four. Is it Doom? Wow. Look, there's Cyclops in his Cyclops suit. Shang-Chi is back with Gambit. Mystique? Rebecca Romaine Stamos? Or just no longer Stamos. Look at that. I can't. It looks sick, doesn't it? And then it's Cap. He back. He back. It looks amazing. I'm gonna have to get it caught up in the MCU. If you start now, Madrigal, if you start right now, you'll finish. What was the last movie? The last movie that came out was Fantastic Four. You'll finish Fantastic Four right before you need to leave to go to the theater. You'll. Well, I guess it depends where you've left off, or if you've how much you've watched. But if you start from the beginning, you'll probably get it done right when you need to leave to the theater. I've seen. Oh, okay. For some reason, I was talking to somebody and they said that they'd not watched like any of them. For some reason, I thought that may have been you. Then you're good. Never mind. I love the shot of Cyclops here. This is cool. Saying Gambit. That is so cool. I love it. This is just it's so good. Yeah. I will say, I'm afraid that it's going to be like these actors are all on screen for in total 5 seconds. I feel like they're not going to be. I imagine Thor's probably going to be a through line in it. Maybe there will be like a representative of each of the different universes or something like that. But I mean, there's too many actors, so they're all not going to be in it for very long, right? Wait, I've only seen WandaVision and Captain America and Winter Soldier shows send help. I did fall off eventually. I did really like Hawkeye. I mean, WandaVision, honestly, I think is probably like, I thought it was honestly probably one of the best. I did also love the Hawkeye Christmas special. Other highlights, Loki season 1 I think was very good. I think season 2 was like, it wasn't bad, but like, and nobody talks about this. And I doubt it will have any relevance to this movie, but Werewolf by Night is so good. I've watched all but the Nick Fury show. You're living in a better timeline than I. It's the stuff after Endgame that I'm not fully caught up on. I've only seen a few here and there of those. That's fair. Yeah, I think that's probably where a lot of people also trailed off. I still need to watch Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts. I'm a fake fan. This Secret Invasion, Bear. It's not good. This is not good. It's not good. But they can't all be winners. But I do recommend everyone watch, whether or not you're like a Marvel fan, highly recommend Werewolf by Night, which is on Disney Plus. They actually, towards the end of last year, they released like a full color version as well. But it's when it first released, it's just black and white, and it's based on a Marvel hero that turns into a werewolf, and it feels like Buffy the Vampire Slayer vibes. You know who we didn't see in the trailer? No Spidey. Yeah, no Spidey. I surely that's on purpose. Surely that's a purpose. I feel like he is going to be a key player in maybe what happens after Doomsday. Like, I feel like they're all going to lose. I think this is going to be a Infinity War type movie, and then it's going to be like him. Lurket! Welcome in, Lurket. How are you? As a reminder, everyone, on Wednesday, Lurket and I are playing Cat Mail Co. And that is true. There is I assume it's going to lead directly into Doomsday, probably. December 18th is a Friday, so Thursday midnight. Nice! I've not been to the movie theaters in a long time. Am I going to finally go see it in theaters? Or am I just going to be like, surely I won't get spoiled, right? I actually haven't gotten spoiled on any of the other Marvel movies that have released, but I don't know. Doomsday, I imagine people are going to talk about. Yeah, I'll probably go see it. I'll probably go see it in theater. The Odyssey was great. What? Oh, you went to go see it? Amazing. Go see that one maybe. I don't think we have an IMAX theater here in Alaska. I've gotten spoiled on every movie I hadn't seen in theaters. Fair. I guess I haven't been going to any. I don't know. I guess if I see someone discussing one of the movies or they're talking about the Marvel movies or something, I'll just like peace out. But long movie for sure, but for a nerd like me, it was fun. Did you enjoy it? Did you? Oh, Emers, you saved the pentakill. That's very funny. Did you have what was your favorite part? Is Doomsday the one they announced RDJ appearing in a while back? Or was he is supposed to be Dr. Doom. I went to go see Endgame the day after it came out, but the night before that, I had to cover for an employee because he went to go see it. It's a busy night, and I was stressed, and he showed up at the very end. We were closing, asking for a ridiculous amount of food. He grabbed his food and then said the biggest spoiler at the end of the movie right before I saw it the next day. What? Why would he do that? Why was that guy the worst? That's silly. He was like, so this happened, enjoy night. So he like knew he was being the worst. Cool. Very good. Big time. I was honestly shocked by how often I forgot it was Matt Damon. There were a lot of really cool moments. The soundtrack was really good. Kudos to Ludwig. Beethoven? Or another, or the streamer? Ludwig? I hope you got revenge. I know, seriously. He knows that I don't like spoilers and he thinks it's stupid. He got fired. It was fine. Good. Okay. Because of the spoilers or because of something else he did? I'd imagine he seems like the type of person to be something else he did. He took a break from streamer university just for Nolan's movie. Amazing. He really can do it all. He kept taking food. Oh, wow. Maybe he was just trying to keep it from spoiling or something. I don't know. I don't know where the joke is there. But I feel like there's a spoiler joke and like a food spoiler type. I don't know. It's food. I don't know. There's something there. Someone will figure it out. He's taking packs of steak and shrimp. Oh, so the cheap stuff. Endgame is where I met Twitch people for the first time. Oh, no way. I went to a meet and greet with some YouTubers because I mod for the person who was the editor at the time. Oh, that's so cool. That's so fun. Did you have a good time? It's also extra funny when you have to explain your way out of a joke too. Lyra, this is the norm here. This is definitely the norm here. I am very punny at times, much to everyone's chagrin. I really don't know if anyone enjoys it. But sometimes the best I can do is I just give you guys the pieces to the joke, you know? It's a a do-it-yourself style joke time, which is, who doesn't love that? Who doesn't? It's a make your own entertainment type of stream. I love puns. I do too. I love it so much. Yes. This chat has me thinking I should give superhero movies another chance. Oh, I love it, Lurket. But I'm also a nerd. So maybe that's it. I did. That movie still makes me cry though, many times. Endgame, yes. Yes. I will probably always tear up at the end of Endgame. And I've said this, and this happens to me in pretty much any superhero movie. There is a point, especially because Marvel movies follow a very specific formula at times. The point in the story where after the hero has suffered a major defeat and, all hope is lost, when they get back up to then fight regardless, even though they're like tired and whatever, I will cry. That is the point where I'm like, the hope and they're standing up. It's just, I don't know. I lose it. It's so inspiring. I love it. Everyone meaning just me. No, I feel like a lot of people roll their eyes at my jokes at the very least. Excuse me, I laugh at your jokes all the time. That's true, you do. And I cry for different reasons. Some of them are happy, some are sad. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Cap dancing with Carter gets me bad. I could see that. Hey, Cap on your left gets me every time. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Lorket, what was the last Marvel movie you've seen? What was the last one? You should go watch them in reverse. Just for fun. Just to be confused. Just hard to say. Okay, maybe so start from the beginning then. Wait, what? No, just I don't know. Why not have fun with it? Just start from reverse. You can't get spoiled that way. Am I wrong? Maybe the animated Spider-Man movie. I like that. That was good. That was a great one. Did you say Watchmen? No. I said watch them in reverse. Watch them in reverse. That's probably what I said. Watch them in reverse. Watchmen in reverse. Interesting. It does sound very similar. You see, this is why I need to enunciate more. I've told you guys. I've listened back to my stream sometimes. And I'm like, what am I even saying? I was like, go watch Watchmen. Yeah, that's not even Marvel. I don't know. I mean, surely they're playing Odyssey in like one of our basic theaters, but we do not have a Alaska IMAX. Do we have an IMAX? Oh, we do. But it's probably not like a real IMAX. It's a fake IMAX, I bet. I don't think we have like a real IMAX. My friend saw it in 70 millimeter. Very cool. Fake IMAX? Yeah, there's like legit IMAX.
Jetpack to the moon and back.
YV! Welcome in. How are you? Thank you very much for the 25 months resub. How are you? How's your day? Didn't know you could do that. So there's like, well, it's not like fake IMAX, like this is LASIK eye surgery or something like that. It's like there is highbrow IMAX, which is a certain setup. It's like the huge screen. I went to once like a planetarium and they had like an official IMAX, and it's like this ginormous thing. I think maybe it's also like how they display the movie is also different. Then there's like a smaller version where the screen isn't as large, but it's still like a bigger cinema than like a normal movie might be or whatever. But still in bed. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. A little sleepy today, but we're playing this game that I have been absolutely enjoying. And I'm sort of trying to take my time with it because the voice acting is so good, the characters are so good, and I just kind of want to like enjoy it. But today, before we get into the game, I have a theory. I have a mid-game, like, I'm going to tell you where I'm at. Like, I have maybe an idea of where this is going. How much are you going to move today, by the way? I know you said you were going to move some things over. We weren't talking about him for once and he showed up. Well, we were talking about heroes. So, you know, it's the same thing, you know? I thought it was fun and cute. I think I can get behind Spider-Man movies the most because he's just a kid and it's a bit sillier a lot of times. Yeah, that's fair. That was cute. Thank you, Lyra. YV doesn't think so. YV doesn't think so. I'll ignore that. You see, there we go. I knew that was going to happen. Actually, I remember the last superhero movie I watched. It was Superman. I'm a liar. Sorry. I haven't watched any of the DC things in a hot minute. I couldn't tell you the last DC movie I watched. Paul's vision in life is to make wifey uncomfy. It's really not. It's really not. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I can't help that. I can't help that. You know? Surely it's part of my charm? I'm picturing Wivey's face right now. I know what it is. I know what the face he's making is. It absolutely is. I'm glad you think so, Lyra. You're new here, so This, I mean, pretty much. I'm imagining, yes, it's very much a, you know, a tiredness has fallen upon his face. A darkness that has a shadow has fallen upon him. But you know, I don't know. What's the point? What's the point? Might as well be like this. I don't know. I'm currently making my morning coffee to help with the sleepies. Well, how do you have your coffee? If you like silly, you would like Thor Ragnarok. Oh, that's true. Thor Ragnarok was great. Taika, we love him. Twilight Batman was really good. I didn't see it. I wanted to, but I just never did. I've fallen off of the movie bandwagon. It's tough to get back on. I do have a Discord. You still can't go see it? Yeah, I probably will. At some point. At some point. I think I don't know. I watched a lot of movies with a friend of mine from a few years ago, and then we stopped being friends, and it was very difficult for me to get back to like watching movies again. I don't know. It was so like ever since then, like I'll go see a Marvel movie, but like going to the movies for other stuff it lost its spark a little bit. I don't know. It's actually more detective-y compared to other Batmans. Oh, that's true. I like when they lean into the world's greatest detective bit. You think that would happen more? Let me show you this really cool Batman book I have. Almost couldn't find it. Batman, Murder at Wayne Manor, an interactive mystery. It's not a comic. It's more of just like a book with words. Weird. Well, there's some pictures. But what's cool is it has like physical like pieces to the book. There's like letters and a book with words. I know. Get me out of here. There's like this is a folded piece of paper. Imagine. Anyway, I think this is very cool. If you're looking for like a Batman adjacent thing that has like clues that you can like look at and stuff, we have like a photograph. Look at this photograph. And it's like people. Like it's not it's like it's like an actual like photo and stuff. I don't know. I just think this is very cool. Oh gosh, don't break it. Okay. I have a Harry Potter book like that. Ooh, is it a mystery or is it something else? A D&D one shot based on that would be super cool. Batman or something else. Or like Murder at Wayne Manor. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Catch you on the flippy flip.
For the lurk, Wivey. That would be neat. Gotta start my day. Why do you have to start your day, Wivey? What if you didn't? Have you considered that? It's got pieces of paper and stuff inside. Oh, that's cool. I do like that. You know what? You don't see very much pop-up books. Wish I had a pop-up book. Maybe I could make one. That can't be that difficult, right? Making a pop-up book, easy. Easy peasy. Jonzo! Have you thought about taking your comment down? We'd really appreciate it if you took your comment down. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm glad that you enjoyed that, Jonzo. Also, I appreciate you going through the VOD and rewatching that. I did share the key mailer message on my Blue Sky. This post has gotten a little bit more traction than the previous one. But anyway, yeah, it's just, I don't get it. I don't get it. I miss too many streams, so I like to go back when I watch the VOD, but it's always a bummer when I can't join the good combos. It's okay. I appreciate you going back, and you know, it's you know, you're not really missing all that much, so no worries. But by the way, also, I told this to YV yesterday. So DoorDash, before the World Cup, they had a thing where it was like, if you choose who the winner of the World Cup is, the winners will split $5 million in DoorDash credits or whatever. And so I took a very scientific approach and just Googled World Cup best team. And I chose Spain, and Spain won the World Cup. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of people also chose Spain. I was not the only one to get this. So I imagine. Oh, they announced what it is. Oh, that's so funny. So I'm here to report to you that I am the winner of $16.72 credits to DoorDash. Woo! I wonder what's the math there. 5 million. The share is $16. $16.72. How many people won? Who here is good at math? Who here's a math person? If the total prize pool was 5 million and it got divided, everyone gets 1672 or just about, how many people guess Spain then? Win is a win. Win is a win. That's honestly higher than I thought you would have said. I mean, yeah, I guess. I 312,500 people. Dang. What? I would have figured that most Americans would have said America. Where's there a sense of national pride? I say as someone who chose Spain. Where's their national pride, huh? Well, I guess it was all in vain, but I did tell YV that if I become a millionaire in DoorDash credits, that I wouldn't let it go to my head and that I wouldn't forget him. Hey, you kidding? I live here and I can't stand this place. Fair, Jonzo. For a men's cup, Men's USA is not that good at all. I guess. But isn't it like... I don't know. Isn't it like the best of all of our teams or something? Like all of our soccer teams or something? I don't know. If it was women's team, USA would have been a good guess. Yeah, but I'm not expecting people to use facts. This is America. I thought people were just gonna vote for USA, you know? YV could have had a World Cup for Australia, but wasted the luck on Carolina winning the Stanley Cup. I don't think he wouldn't say he wasted that at all. He loved that so much. He even had a like Canes week on his stream. All Canes all the time. Men's 1-0, women's 1-4. Dang. To be fair, I did not watch a single World Cup game. Oh, Mossy, welcome in. How's it going? How are you? Hope you're having a good day. We have so many people coming from Wivey's stream. So very fun. We love that. You're all welcome here. Okay. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. A little sleepy, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. As a reminder, today and tomorrow we'll be playing Mermaid Mask. I assume we're not finishing Mermaid Mask today. Wednesday, we are playing Cat Mailco with Lurket 26. And that'll be very fun. Very excited about that. And then probably Splatoon Raiders on Thursday. Very excited. Very excited. But I have a theory that I need to share with you all about this game. I just imagine how few dry shoes there would be in Australia had the men's team won the World Cup. That's very true. There would probably be many shoeies. Many shoeies. Almost too many, if that's a thing. All right, friends, before we get into the game, before we run ads, I have a theory about the Mermaid Mask, which is the game we are playing, in the case you did not know. I have a theory about the Mermaid Mask. We are, what, halfway through the game? Something like that? I would like you, and I would like to present my idea. My current theory. I don't know. I think it's back. Oh, you spelled backseating wrong, but it's okay. I have this. No spoilies. If there's anybody who has played this game, don't tell me if I'm correct or incorrect. This is just a theory. Let me do the full thing here. Boop, there you go. We do in our Discord, we have, for people who are new, we have a backseating and spoiler chat. So if you are playing the game, etc., you can just post in there and I won't see it. But I have a theory about the Mermaid Mask. Again, we are only like halfway through the game, but I think I have a pretty foolproof, thought through theory. But in order to do, like, really show this and prove this to you, I need you to forget all the facts. Forget all of the testimonies and forget all of the evidence. It's very important for this. We won't need any of that. I think this case is going to is hinged upon one character that is very unassuming, and it's this character, Werman. You guys might know him, Werman. He's the author, he's the writer. But I think there is something that they are hiding about Werman. Oh, what's this? That's weird. There's going, oh, that's right. Merman. He's a merman. I'm pretty sure Werman is a merman. The Mermaid Mask. Merman. That's it. That's all we need to know. I'm fairly sure he's involved. He's going to be, however this, I don't even know like what his motivation is. I don't know how he did it, but all I know is that Werman is a merman. End scene. So that's my current theory. Werman, merman. You can't tell me that's a coincidence. You can't. I won't believe it. I won't believe you. There's no way they named a character Werman and there's no connection, right? That just can't. I think it's quite the case. We pack it up. We just arrest him and on the way we go. It also would be like, what else could there be? What more evidence do you need? Do you need to ask people questions? No, I don't think so. It's the Werman merman. He actually has 5 fingers, and most of the characters only have 4. Very interesting. I don't know why that's related, but it could be. Also, because maybe this is also a loose theory. The game is called the Mermaid Mask. There does happen to be a mask that could be mermaid-esque in it. And so maybe they mean like a literal mermaid mask. Or they mean the mermaid mask. Like someone is a mermaid and this is their mask. They have put on a character. The character is their mask, you know? And merman. He's a merman. And if this is it, they better say that quote. They better say, merman. You lost me? No. The mermaid mask, like it's not a physical mask, but it's like an emotional one. Well, no, it is also a physical one, but it could also be emotional. But like, you know, it's like a persona. It's you know, it's sort of like how Clark Kent is the mask of Superman, you know? Werman could be the mask of the mermaid man. Persona 6? Yeah, Persona! That's it. This is connected to Persona. Merman Mask and Barnacle Boy. Yes. Exactly. You see, I think we're all on the same page. Fursona, it's a finsona. There is a name for that, isn't there? Do you think they're like a scaly? Like for fish? Like fish scales? Maybe they're finnies. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm locked in. This may make more context when we get into the game, because we're trying to solve a murder. but they're Finnish. There we go. That's we've cracked another case. But this guy is named Wirman. His last name is Wirman. But the Mermaid Mask is the name of the game. And this guy, if you just flip the W, I mean, here, in case you guys need the proof again. See, Wirman. Merman. Wirman. Merman. It's the perfect crime. So, anyway, that's my theory. That's my current active theory of who did it. Why did he do it? Couldn't tell you. How did he do that? I know that even less. I just know you can't argue with this. You can't argue with science. I can't wait for you to be right for the silliest reason. I will say, I do have some thoughts that maybe slightly back this up. Because he is an author. And one of his books got published to a movie. But we recently found he wrote, shortly after this guy was murdered, he wrote what is almost written like a script or like a chapter of a book, but he seemed to have typed out like with a typewriter, describing the scene of the death, and he put it in a bottle, sealed it with wax, and he dropped it into the ocean, which is weird. Unless you're communicating with your other mer people. And he is a merman communicating with his other mer people for some reason. I don't know why. But tell me I'm wrong. You used the wrong formula, but you got the right answer. And I don't know how. That is very, I feel like that's my, that is very me coded. I believe with my whole heart that you're right. Thank you, Lyra. Thank you for believing in me. He was filing his work in his office filing system. He's just, and into the ocean. And they had fished it out. They pulled the bottle out. So they intercepted the message. And when we showed him the bottom, he was like, oh, I don't know what that is. But it's like very clearly him. So I don't know. I think out of all of the characters, he would be the one that you'd be like, there's no way he's a merman. He's kind of like cynical and fairly grounded and sort of just like, I'm just writing my book. I'm just typing in my little typewriter. I can't possibly be a merman. Keep in mind that there is no point in this game where they have suggested that there maybe is a mer person on board this submarine, but they didn't not say that. Maybe they're telling us more with what they're not telling us versus what they are. And that's rule number 1 to being a detective, everybody. Write that down. And so we need to get into the game so that I can prove that I'm right. And you guys will see. You guys will understand. But we have to run ads first. Boo! So while we run ads and I get the game set up, stand up, grab a snack, grab a drink. We'll hop into the game here in just a second. And it'll all make sense. And you'll all be like, when we get to the end of the game, you're gonna be like, Jed, you were right. You're right. You're so right. And welcome back, everyone. And Kendi, welcome in. How are you? How's your day? How was work? He just missed my theory on who I think is involved in this crime. But for those who haven't watched, let me just explain. Let me explain very briefly. Basically, I wish we had a picture of Grimoire and Sally. We do not. We are Detective Grimoire and Sally, and we are going through the submarine because this guy, Magnus Mortuga, has been murdered. He was the captain of the submarine, and he, I'll take you here real fast. Oh, that's us. This is where his body was found. His neck was slit. And this thing here is a cauldron. The cauldron has remained closed since, like, everyone has seen it. As far as they know, it has never been opened. It was, like, locked. But he was found dead on the ground in what is called the Illusion Theater. And the cauldron has been opened, and there's scratches along the inside. Now, the question that people have is, well, obviously, like, who did it? But at what point was the cauldron open? Was it opened before he was murdered? Did he, like, walk into the room and it was already open? Did it happen after he was murdered, that someone killed him and then they opened it up? Or did it happen simultaneously? Multiple people have also said that when they found the body, they saw a face in the window and then it floated away. And it was a face that none of them have recognized. There is also the captain, or the now captain. She went to like the submarine's like imaging system, and it took like a scan, and there is a face on the scan, a very creepy face. So it's always the attractive ones that die first. A blood sacrifice, maybe. There are the cast of characters are very unique and very fun. This is I think she's one of my favorite characters just based on the way that they have written her. She is an illusionist. She was before joining the submarine, she had a stage magic show, but she talks almost strictly in like poetry. Let's just talk to her for a second. Actually, do we have to ask her anything? No, we did. We already caught up on all this stuff. Here. Oh, can she explain? She'll explain this.
Scene opens. Submarine interior. Symmetry lies awake in bed.
Her name is Symmetry.
Doing it like this.
She is restless, wrought with guilt.
Guilt about what?
A sudden movement of the submarine wakes Cynthia. Cynthia, noticing Symmetry. Oh, you were already awake. What is wrong? The two young women briefly talk to one another.
Not gonna give us that bit?
Cynthia, getting up. Oh, I must go and inspect the control room. Exit Cynthia. Symmetry lays in bed a little longer. Symmetry, getting up. Oh, I must return to the Illusion Theater. I cannot bear it.
Return?
The Illusion Theater. The door is already open. Symmetry sees Captain Mortuga laying dead on the ground. She screams. She also sees a large face passing by the window.
What? A face outside the submarine.
Enter Dansum and Worman. Dansum. Oh, my dude, this is crazy. Worman says nothing. Enter Madame Tadpole. In her wake, Mr. Grip, Cynthia, and Mariana. And after a short while, Dr. Zephyr. Madame Tadpole taking charge. Oh, which one of you is the murderer? Tell me now so that ye may be punished appropriately.
I'm sure that's exactly what she said.
Exit Cynthia and Symmetry. Cynthia, visibly nervous. Oh, but who will become captain now? Symmetry, pondering. Oh, do you think Mortuga wrote a will?
Not a bad question.
The two young women attempt to enter the captain's cabin, but the door is locked. They decide to visit the control room instead. Cynthia is now moving with urgency, and Symmetry is lagging behind. Cynthia emerges from the control room. She is holding several sheets of paper and the captain's logbook. Cynthia goes down the ladder. Symmetry follows behind. Outside Worman's bunk room, Symmetry noticing a piece of paper on the ground. Oh, surely this was dropped by Worman, as it is from his typewriter. I shall return it to whence it came. She places the paper back into the typewriter. Symmetry returns to her bedroom. Scene ends.
Wait a minute. It's been a while since we've heard that. But Worman said he went back to his room. The timeline seems weird. And then, like, not all the characters talk like that. Here's a character for YV. This would be YV's favorite character for sure. We'll get her take on the night of the murder.
I remember the sub did a weird kind of tilt. Don't know what it was, but anyway, it woke me up. So yeah, I'm trying to go back to sleep, but I can't because now there's all these footsteps outside my room. I get up and check outside. Nothing. So I check the bilge.
Was anyone in there?
No, but something's dripping into the water. I get a closer look and it's blood coming through the drain that connects to the room above. So I head up there to check. The door's locked. I open it up.
You unlocked it? How?
By turning the wheel. So okay, I guess it's not really locked. More like shut.
Could anyone turn that wheel?
Probably not. It takes some upper body strength. I go inside, and that's when I find him. Dead. Killed, looks like. I get angry. I'm out for revenge. I gotta find the guy who did it. So I run to the mess hall. Nobody. Climb up to the parlor. Nobody. Then I notice the hatch up to the foredeck was left open. Someone's making an escape, I think. Cowardly. I go up on deck. Nobody.
Oh, I have an
I look
idea.
across to the aft deck.
Let me guess. Nobody.
Nah, there was a demon. Yep. Glowing eyes, single horn coming out of the head, like an antler, kind of.
Was it a person?
I don't know, maybe. It was dark. I could only really make out the eyes, and it wasn't looking at me. It was looking out to the side, at the ocean, I guess? Then it starts talking.
What did it say?
No idea. Alien language.
Eddie. What?
Okay, even I'm making notes now. This is the best statement we ever got.
Oh yeah, there was this big green light. Not sure where it was coming from, though. It can't be anything good, I figure. Better put a stop to it. So I took one of the oars off the old rowing boat and threw it. Hard. Direct hit. Its head came off, pretty sure. I saw it fall into the ocean.
Suspect vanquishes demon with improvised javelin.
After that, the green glow went away, so now it's too dark to see anything. I want to be sure, so I jump off the side and swim over to the aft deck. But nope, nothing. Then I dive down past the back of the sub to take a look around.
Did you see anyone?
No. No. How should I put this? I'm pretty sure I was being watched. Like I could feel something was out there with me. I don't know. Sorry.
Did you ever find the head of the demon or whatever it was? You said it fell into the ocean.
Oh yeah, I did actually. It was right there, floating in the water. Turns out it was this leather mask kind of thing.
But it's not just
like
that.
a full head mask, you know, kind of like a balaclava.
Do you still have it?
Nope. I took it back inside the submarine, left it right here in the airlock, and, it's gone. I think it got stolen.
That's, disappointing.
Tadpole, you didn't finish your statement.
Right.
Her voice is like liquid silk and coziness all wrapped up into one. She kind of reminds me of Faye Valentine of Cowboy Bebop. A little bit. But like, maybe a little bit deeper, I'd say maybe. I did say my theory. I do actually now have another one that's maybe a little bit more grounded. Not saying that my other one was wrong, I just think I have maybe another piece of the puzzle. I could hear that. Maybe it makes sense why I like her so much. Yeah, there's something about it, like the times where Faye in Cowboy Bebop is talking a little bit more like just like quietly. It sounds to me more like this.
I left the airlock, told Cynthia to gather up the others and come up to the storeroom. Zephyr was in the mess hall. I told him to come too. So I go to the storeroom. Dirk's there with Werman and Sim. Everyone else shows up shortly after.
So, you all gathered at the crime scene. What happened?
Nobody wanted to admit to murder, so it was a bit of a stalemate. Most of the others made excuses and scurried off. Zephyr, Grip, and I stayed behind. I guess we were the ones who knew Magnus best. That's it. Story's over. Get out of here.
I do have maybe a new part of my theory. Again, it doesn't contradict my old one. Maybe it corroborates it or something. So one of the things that we have, I have figured out. The game has not confirmed this or told us yet. But let me take you here for a second. And then we'll actually continue with the actual game. So one of the items that we can look at is the cauldron. This is what it looks like closed, and this is what most people have seen it as. It's got a whole bunch of barnacles and stuff. It's really cool, but it has this shape in the middle, but again, it was found open. Now, we also found in the captain's room. Where is it? The iron bell sits atop the captain's desk. And, lo and behold, in the bottom of it is not a, like, swinging bell part. It's a, it's a shape that fits the cauldron exactly. Now, if we look at the map, where is the map? If we look at the map, the captain's room and the illusion theater where the cauldron was kept is above, the captain's room is directly above it. Now we actually have to go here for a second. But I theorize, and I did this yesterday, that, I mean, you can kind of see here with some of the ropes, this probably lowers through the floor. And when we click on the rug, actually.
It's an old rug.
It's old, but it's not quite as dusty as the rest of the room.
It's not quite as dusty as the rest of the room. So it has been it's been moved recently. Now, Tadpole just said that when she got to the illusion theater, the door was locked. And she's like, and we ask, oh, so it's like a heavy door. Could anyone have opened it? And she said, no, it's pretty heavy. Like you'd have to be pretty strong in order to open the door. However, what if the killer didn't open or enter through that door? Tadpole in another conversation said that Mortuga could open the door, and that there is both a wheel to open and close it on both sides of said door as well. So, like, he could have entered it, closed it, and then maybe someone entered in from the captain's cabin, and kills the captain, and then exit up from the top. Because as it stands, and like as the way it looks, you start to think, okay, well, it could be Tadpole because she's strong enough. Dirk Dansum is also very strong. He could probably open it as well. But if you remove the fact that nobody would have had to have opened that door because there's like an entrance through here, then who it is now like it's back up to it's almost anyone, aka it's Werman Merman. But all right, those are just my thoughts. They'd have to so it seems to be on a pulley system. So they could. I assume that, I mean, maybe there is a button or something that we'll learn that, like, lowers it. We have not figured that out, like, in game. This is more of me looking at, like, I mean, come on. This is a perfectly circular rug. This thing looks like it has ropes up here that, like, function like a pulley. The room is directly above the cauldron. Surely it's lower down. But I don't know. So we needed to come back here because we need to look at this.
Maybe we should take another look at this.
Search the entire painting for anything that seems strange. Is it this?
Is that the sun?
Rotate it.
The sun was upside down.
Do you hear something?
Oh! Oh, this was unexpected. Okay.
That's it?
What?
It's just going to hang in the middle of the room?
You can reach it, can't you?
Yeah, but...
Then I don't see the problem.
Climb the ladder, climb the ladder. Secret room, secret room. Captain's quarter. Oh! We did talk about that. We didn't know where his room was. Or, like, where he actually slept.
a lantern. It's been a while since it was lit.
Secret tunnel.
What is that?
It's a model town.
Model town. A handmade model town found in the captain's quarters. Okay. Oh. Hello. Person hiding behind. Interesting. Is there anyone... This is probably Cynthia's mom. Didn't her husband have a mustache? Anyway, surely we'll be asking people about this.
Hey, there's a panel at the front, and it slides out.
I guess that's the ocean. You can put the little model boats on it.
Huh.
Look closer. Oh, we got a puzzle. Swap the positions of the sails. Tap the boats to rotate them. What is happening here? Am I trying to, like... What am I trying to do here? Also, there's twos. There's 4 twos. 3. 4, 5. There's no 6. 7. So I can rotate the ships. Am I good? Do I need to be pointing to... Oh, maybe... Okay, hold on. This is a math thing? It's not a math thing, because there's no way. Like, so this is... Oh, behind me, there is a 2 and an arrow. And there's that boat. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's pointing to a 2 boat. Then how would that... Okay, we can swap these and we can rotate the ships. But why? What is my goal? I assume I need to point these to the different boats. Surely there's a clue somewhere. Maybe maybe we're not ready for this. Because swap the positions of the sails, tap the boats to rotate them. There's also an X. What does that mean? I don't know. X marks the spot. Maybe we need to come back to this.
I'll do this later.
Sassy, welcome in. This is a fun puzzle. We'll
What's
come back
that
to it.
on the bed?
Some kind of box.
Can you get it open?
All right, here's. Hopefully this is easier. Push.
There's no way to open it.
Seems that way.
Well, that was disappointing.
Yeah.
The black box. An old wooden box won't open. It was laying on the bed in the captain's quarters. Surely it will open later. Chapter 2? The box that would not open? Oh. So that was important. Hope there's nothing expensive in there. Just violently shakes this thing.
So this was Martuga's bedroom.
Technically, if it's the captain's quarters, whoever is currently captain would get this room.
There's an old curtain hanging up here.
Want to take a look behind it?
Sure.
Most of the room is made of wood. But this door is made of thick metal.
Caution. Pressure seal. I mean, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. The submarine must be pressurized on the inside to offset the external water pressure.
And what would happen if it had the wrong pressure? The door would burst open?
Well, I imagine the glass would break at least.
I can see an old wooden deck. It looks a bit like a pirate ship.
Yeah, I bet.
Okay. Is there anything else to look at?
I can see an old...
Yeah, I bet.
I can see an old...
Yeah,
I can see an old... It's hard to tell, Bear.
It's a barrel.
A barrel of fun.
No.
Mm.
A barrel of laughs.
No. It's a barrel of seriousness. An empty box. A little window. A wine bottle.
The wine is long gone. I can't get the drawers open.
Locked?
No, I don't think so. I think the wood just rotted.
It's a dressing table.
Go on. Say it.
Like a woman would have in her bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to
Oh.
open.
Seems that way.
There's no way to open.
Seems that way.
Seems that way.
There's no way to open.
Okay, I was trying to see if there are other things on
So this was
Okay.
Martuga's.
Technically.
anything else. What if Mortuga is a woman? And it's the mermaid's mask. Is that she's pretending to be a man. Or something like that. I don't know.
What's that hanging on the back of the chair? Socks?
Bandages.
Interessant. Okay, we'll come back. We need to talk to Symmetry about another item, I think. Right? Don't we need to ask you about your... Where is it? The fog ball?
Oh, my fog ball.
Your fog ball?
As carved and crafted.
You made it? What for?
Well, thou mayst use it to speak with Gregory.
Sorry, Gregory? We never met a Gregory.
You wouldn't have. He lives inside the ball.
Oh.
And he's my uncle.
Oh.
And he's dead.
Oh.
And fictitious.
Oh.
Okay, so hold on. We did talk about... Or maybe there's something I can do. Oh. Can I... They talked about how this is just sort of weirdly attached, but okay, no, it doesn't look like we can take it off. Okay, then let's go talk to you. I didn't realize this door is locked. We need to ask him about... something. The dream helmet? No. There's something that we're here to ask him about.
Where do you get this from?
It is on loan from Miss Silkbath.
So it's for some kind of magic trick.
I thought it was a crystal ball, like a fortune teller would use.
Indeed, it is a divining orb of a
Maybe
sort.
wasn't this.
However, I am not using it to see into the future, for such a pursuit is not but folly and nonsense.
Right. But I'm sure whatever you're using it for is totally rational and sensible.
Do not question the orb.
I'm always telling him that.
Do not question the orb. Shipping bottle, iron bell, handheld radio. There was something... Well, I guess we'll ask him about the model town and black box while we're here.
Magnus built this himself, from the scant materials we happen to have on board.
So he made it while he was living on the submarine?
Yes, but I believe it's a vignette of a particular time in his past, back when he was living in Silkworm.
But you knew Mortuga back then, didn't you? How come there's not a model of you in there?
It's specific to the town and its history. As an outsider, I would have no place in it. I am unfamiliar with this. Where was it located?
It was in the captain's quarters.
Ah, then it is no mystery, for I have never set foot in that room.
Okay. There definitely was something we were supposed to ask him. I've forgotten what it is. Let's ask everyone about these 2 new items, then we'll go talk to someone new.
Wow, there they are. That's my mom, standing in the harbor, and that's my dad, standing under the lighthouse.
Cute?
I don't like it.
You don't want to know what's inside?
I do, and I don't. What if it's bad?
Bad like how?
Like, what if it's something we didn't want to see?
I think I'd still rather know.
Can I get an orb like that for teaching and tell my students, do not question the orb? Yes, please. That'd be amazing. Especially if you say it in a very, like, almost suspicious way. Was there, Okay.
There's even an arts and
Oops.
crafts tape
It's a
currently being used for arts and crafts.
Giving me ideas for when I start. Oh, are you gonna be a teacher? What age? Well, if it isn't the merman himself.
It's Werman's typewriter.
Oh, have we not looked at this? Oh, we haven't. Oh. Is that typical? Gifted to the Silkworm on the Sea Town Hall, a gesture of unity from Governor Faustus Fellow to Mayor Damien Dusk. And his name is technically James Dusk, we learned. J.D. Merman. Okay.
There's something suspicious about Cynthia.
Let's go talk to her.
Oh, okay. We'll
There's
do it
something
later.
strange about this typewriter.
Did you notice the weird mechanism on the back?
Rotate the 3 dials, inner dials, and the 3 outer rings into the correct arrangement. Oh. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't help me. How does this work exactly? Am I trying to figure out which of these is correct? We have not met everyone on the ship. There's still 2 characters we have not. I think. I'm pretty sure. Maybe there's 1. No, I think there's 2. Yeah, there's 2. There's 2. There's 2. I think I need to figure out which of these I can make. Like... This wouldn't be... Hold on. I feel like the puzzles so far have been fairly easy. They've gotten difficult. Let's try to make this. Do that. Why is this? Why is this not the flat? Oh, wait. There we go. Right. Because I'm selecting the wrong thing. Okay. Circle. Nope. This is tough. I guess this is wrong. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. How does... It's because this is broken or something? Is that what's happening? Now... The thing is, how does that work? How does that work? Okay. This is just the one. not quite right. We're not ready for this.
Later.
We'll come back to that later. Let's continue questioning and then we'll...
This is supposed to be silkworm, is it?
Is it not accurate?
Far from it.
I don't think it's trying to be accurate. It's more about Mortuga's specific...
Hang on. Is that my father?
Which one?
This guy. He's got the right look, and he's standing outside the building that would be the town hall if it wasn't just a wooden cube.
Huh. I'll make a note of it. What was your father's name?
Damien.
Damien Warman.
No, Damien Dusk.
Damien Merman.
A locked box. What is inside? Oh, I must find out at once.
You're not impressed?
Half the time, with things like this, the writer hasn't even worked out what's inside. They just want the reader to speculate. Keeps them invested.
Okay, but this is real. It's not somebody's fiction.
How can you be sure? Maybe someone planted the box to distract you, knowing you'd get all curious. I bet there's nothing inside. Look, I'll shake it.
There's something in there.
Multiple things, sounds like.
Oh, by the way, we are a family-friendly chat, so it'll block swears. But I think you're right, Lyra. Just FYI.
How come the keys are all messed up on your typewriter?
It's old. Sometimes they fall off. I guess I don't always put them back in the right place.
And, what have you typed on that page?
I'm taking another swing at a story outline for my next book.
I can't make it out. It's some kind of weird grid.
Cross-writing. Look it up. People used to do it all the time.
What about these brass panels on the back?
This one's my father's emblem, Mayor Dusk.
He's been a
That's
mean,
why
yeah.
it's like a D.
He is.
This is the governor's emblem.
No, you're
Governor
good.
Fellow.
This is your
So
first time
that
here.
one's an F.
I wonder if that. So okay. Also, he's writing in a weird language. That's definitely mermaid language. You can't tell me I'm wrong. Let's talk to Dirk. Dirk is basically Paul Rudd. He even sounds like Paul Rudd.
Hey, that's pretty cute.
Do you recognize any of the buildings?
Oh, is it supposed to be something specific? I thought it was just like, you know, Toy Town or whatever.
Never mind.
Toy Town. He's writing in a weird language. The letters don't. This isn't. It's not like Cyrillic or something. It's like just shapes, glyphs. Mermaid language. Why would a mermaid use a typewriter and know how to use a typewriter? I don't know.
What's that?
You've never seen it before?
Nope. Is it Mortuga's?
Good guess.
Yeah, it has his vibes for sure. Oh, let me guess. It's locked and you can't work out how to open it.
Right again.
Ha! Classic. Okay, but for real, you gotta let me know when you get it open, because now I'm super curious.
I will say it's interesting that the typewriter has like the F symbol. It's an excellent comparison. Yeah, it sounds kind of dead on in a very like it's that casual friendly. He's an actor. Dirk is an actor who
Dirk Dansom, 6'2",
There we go.
blonde, athletic, passionate, adaptable, amenable.
Okay, you're hired. Please stop.
And how long have you been an actor?
Oh man, I've been trying to break into it for like forever, but I was getting nowhere until Mr. Vanderpeer said he wanted to hire an unknown for his new project, Hex of the Helmsman. It's kind of a fantasy horror adventure. I play mysterious anti-hero Marcus Mordoom. He's pretty much the main guy.
So you went from getting no work to getting the lead in a big movie.
Crazy, right?
So you're rich and famous now?
Well, I mean, yeah, right? I mean, hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
He's very much a himbo. But so he arrived with J.D. Werman because Hex of the Helmsman, which is the movie that Dirk was in, is based on a book, Hex of the Helmsman by J.D. Werman. And the studio wants J.D. to write a sequel, and it seems like Dirk is there to keep him on track. Sounds super suspicious. We have actually...
Whoa,
the book.
This is a first edition. Yeah, whose is this?
It's mine.
You
But
gonna get
also,
Warmo
yeah,
to
maybe.
sign it?
No, I hadn't planned on it.
He'd do it if you asked. I bet he'd even do a little doodle on the inside cover.
Okay, maybe I do want that.
I assume you've read it, Dirk?
Of course, dude. First thing I did when I landed the part in the movie.
What did you think?
Loved it. I never thought about the sea so much in my whole life. It's almost like the ocean in the book. It represents something bigger, you know?
Okay, I know that I said that my theory was like kind of a joke. Or I said but the fact that maybe, I don't know. Oh, Dirk, you simple giant. I feel like I missed too much details in the second stream to go off of anything. Fair. Oh, let's ask him about
Wormo's typewriter. He
Wormo.
lugged it all the way here. I tried to tell him about modern alternatives, but he wouldn't hear it.
Why do you think he insists on using it?
Other than the fact that he's a big old poser, I mean, probably because it used to belong to his dad.
Dirk is probably, I think, well, I don't know, it's tough. He's a very fun character, because he just seems so head empty. But Symmetry, I love the way they wrote her. I mean, Madame Tadpole is also great. I think these three are so far my favorites. Let's go to talk to someone completely new. Now, let's see. Which room do we want to go to? Let's go here. Far left. The cargo hold. Let's see if we can look around first.
A pinboard?
I assume it belongs to that woman over there.
Right. We'd better talk to her first.
Okay.
Ah, weary travelers. Take a seat by the fire, shake out your boots.
We're not weary travelers.
Then why do you both look so haggard and trail-worn?
Ouch. There goes my self-esteem for the rest of the day.
We're detectives. I'm Grimoire, and this is Sally. We're here investigating the murder of Magnus Mortuga, your previous captain.
My captain? Oh, never. My captain is the moonlight as it shimmers across the lake. My captain is the wind as it whispers through the valley.
Who is this woman?
No idea. I kind of like her, though.
My name is Moon. Mariana Moon.
Aha. And what do you do?
I do not do. I simply am.
Confusing. I'm so down to just throw random theories out there. I know nothing of this game, but I'm enjoying speculating. This game is so much fun. And so this is a sequel, technically. This is actually, I guess, the fourth game in a series of Detective Grimoire games, but there's one before this that's very, very good called Tangle Tower. Highly recommend it. If you like point and click mysteries or whatever, Tangle Tower is phenomenal. The voice acting is great. The story is very fun, and the mystery itself is fun too. It's set up pretty much exactly like this, where you have to go click around, ask people, the suspects questions, and so good. But so I was very much looking forward to this when it released, which was just last week. Plot twist: everyone is the killer. That would be a twist. I think I'm gonna play the series. I find the animations to be very satisfying. I love it. The character animations feel so... There's so much, personality to each of them.
So, what, you're just some random traveler?
A traveler, yes, but random, never. I'm here because I chose to be. I've been searching for the Mortuga submarine for some time, you know.
How come?
How come? This thing is the motherlode.
The motherlode of what?
Of whispered half-truth, of murky rumor, of stories unspoken.
Oh, like urban myths and stuff?
Right. Urban myths and stuff.
So you're a historian.
Historian, storyteller, rambler, ambler, fireside gambler.
How long have you been here?
Well, let's see. I arrived a few hours before the captain was murdered.
Oh, dang. Really?
Quite the story, isn't it?
But you're just on the submarine because you find it interesting.
Would that be such a crime?
No. Murder's a crime, though, pretty sure.
Pretty sure. Also, there are times where Grimoire is talking, and I think it's you? Really? That's very funny. You can get the 3-game series on sale for $21 right now on Steam. That's awesome. It's a great deal.
A merciless wind rattles the rotting wood of the old silkworm harbour, the shadow of a vessel lurking low in the night-black water. A mysterious stranger steps onto her foredeck. Cloaked in darkness, she slips inside the submarine. Who is she? What is her dark purpose?
It's you. We get it.
A mysterious stranger, I said. She descends into an ornate parlour, empty, save for a lone figure standing by the fire.
So, not empty.
He turns, his face still half hidden in flickering shadow. It is Captain Magnus Mortuga.
What was he like?
Nice guy. Stoic, but polite. Kind. He tells me to wait in the control room and then disappears off towards the back of the ship. After a little while, he comes back. But now, he's a slightly different man.
What do you mean?
The light is gone from his eyes. He seems sad, angry. He avoids my gaze as he crosses the room to take hold of the wheel. He tells me to head down the ladder towards the mess hall. Doing so, I encounter 2 gentlemen named Mr. Worman and Mr. Grip. Neither of them look like sailors, so I know they can't be crew. I assume they must be guests like me. And true enough, it transpires that Mr. Worman is a writer and Mr. Grip is, some kind of watch repairman. Captain Mortuga reappears, descending the ladder. He asks the 2 men to show me around the submarine and introduce me to the others. Then he disappears through the rear corridor. It's the last time I see him alive. Mr. Worman apologizes, explains he's too tired, and leaves through the opposite corridor. Mr. Grip, unable to come up with such an excuse, agrees to show me around. Now, I wrote this down in my diary, so I may as well let you read it.
I like... It's not animated now, but she, like, sort of just flips the pipe back and forth. Add them all to my wish list, thank you. Tangle Tower for sure, excellent. I played them very much out of order. I did, well, out of order. You don't have to play them in any order. There was one small reference to Tangle Tower in this game, but it's more like a Sherlock Holmes type of storytelling where it's like the character of Grimoire is pretty much always the same, and it's just a scenario that's different or what he's trying to find. Tangle Tower though is so very good, and this is just as good. It's a great deal, especially since Mermaid Mask by itself is $17.99 on sale, $19.99 regular price. So $21, that is, in fact, that's crazy. As did I. We love that. Thank you for letting us know, Magical.
Imagine my excitement to finally get a good look around the Mortuga submarine. I was even given a tour by one of Mortuga's subordinates, a Mr. Godric Grip.
We have not talked to Mr. Grip yet.
We began by visiting a bizarre laboratory known as the Dream Chamber. It smelled of dried herbs and dusty glass, but was devoid of its dream custodian. An early disappointment. The captain's cabin was locked. Mr. Grip explained how Captain Mortuga mostly keeps this room locked when it's not in use.
You mean the killer?
We
Maybe.
climbed down into the living quarters, where a pair of bunk rooms sat at the end of a corridor.
Hold on.
Then I
She
began
started.
to my excitement to finally get a good look around. We began by visiting a bizarre laboratory known as the Dream Chamber.
Okay.
It smelled of dried herbs and dusty glass. An early disappointment. The captain's cabin was locked. Mr. Grip explained how Captain Mortuga mostly keeps this room locked when it's not in use. We climbed down into the living quarters, where a pair of bunk rooms sat at the end of a corridor. The first smelled of crane dust and unwatered flowers. A young woman was laying in her bed, poring over an old document. She hastily hid the document away and introduced herself as Miss Cynthia Seafoam, a name to remember, dear reader, as she will shortly become quite important. The second bunk room smelled of aftershave and desperation. The two men within, Mr. James Werman and Mr. Dirk Dansom, both appeared to be asleep, so we decided not to intrude. Next on the tour, a room inhabited, by the looks of things, by a young child who is also a stage magician. Sadly, this mythical child magician is nowhere to be seen. The room at the very end of the hallway was sealed with a heavy bulkhead door. Mr. Grip dismissed it as a storeroom that only Captain Mortuga makes use of. Perhaps you'll agree with me, dear reader, when I suggest the peculiarity of a simple storeroom being sealed off with such a significant door.
Curious what desperation smells like. And I imagine she says aftershave, which it is interesting because a couple people have mentioned that Dirk shaved just recently. And desperation, so I assume that is describing Werman. He doesn't seem desperate, like he doesn't give off desperation, but maybe that's just something that people are picking up on about him. I mean, no, I guess I don't think he would describe himself as desperate because he's very pompous, but it is very clear he's struggling to write his book. So, or the next script or whatever. So maybe that's the desperation they speak of, or maybe there's another desperation that we do not know. Maybe that's just the cover. The Mermaid's Mask, if you will.
Mr. Grip took me down to the cargo hold. It smells of damp wood and tarred rope. Yes, I describe it in the present tense, for it is here I sit as I write this very diary. Next door, the engine room, burnished bronze and tea-stained parchment. I learned that it's something of a nest for Mr. Grip himself, and thus was currently unoccupied. Outside, I encountered a Dr. Zacharias Zephyr, the aforementioned keeper of the Dream Chamber. Surprised to see us, he nearly dropped the empty glass bottle he was carrying. Clearly wishing to remove himself from the situation, the good doctor muttered something inaudible and disappeared up the ladder. We continued on into the next room, which I was amused to discover was some kind of shimmering mermaid grotto. I smelled her before I saw her. The unmistakable mix of salt, seaweed, and sequined spandex. It can only be Madame Tadpole, a name which may be familiar to long-time readers of this diary.
Oh, right. They know each other somehow.
Tadpole and I caught up, while Mr. Grip skulked in the doorway, clearly hoping this would mark the end of the tour, but it did not, dear reader. It did not.
Right, so, yes, I can see there's one more room to visit. Mr. Grip insists it's just the bilge, a dark, dank and smelly place, ill-frequented by humankind. I tell him he couldn't have sold it to me better if he'd tried.
All right. Night of the murder.
We enter the bilge, but it's too dark to see anything. Mr. Grip, who is clearly tiring of my company by this point, opens the vent in the ceiling to let in a little light. Moments later, a voice is heard, echoing down from above.
Whose voice?
A young woman, and then an older woman. I can't remember exactly what was said, but I remember thinking it sounded a little like poetry.
What happened next?
The sound of a scream, and then a dull thud.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a murder.
But which murder?
Anyway, by this point, I've used up all my patience. So I decide to take my leave. I thank Mr. Grip for the tour and return to my new lodgings in the cargo hold. I have to put up my tent twice, as on the first attempt, a sudden movement of the submarine undoes my progress. After some time, Mr. Grip and the young Miss Seafoam appear in my doorway. It seems they've come to fetch me for some kind of official submarine business. We head back towards the mess hall, Mr. Grip and Miss Seafoam heading up the ladder before me. I spot Dr. Zephyr emerging from the airlock. He has a glass bottle in one hand and what looks like an old leather bag in the other. I update him with what little information I have and attempt to catch up with the others. Laying on the floor is the body of Captain Magnus Mortuga. Amongst the living, mutterings are breaking out. Murder and mutiny, cauldrons and curses. But with Zephyr finally in attendance, Tadpole calls for order, demanding justice for her slain captain.
Lara, I must go do adulting. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for popping in. It was great to have you. Hope to see you in YB stream. Not tonight. He's not streaming tonight, I don't think. But good to have you around. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate the follow and stuff. But we'll see you around.
But nobody really seems to know what to say. The next morning, it's announced that Miss Seafoam has taken over as captain. And, well, here we are.
I wonder. This maybe feeds into the theory that I'll be back for sure. Oh, we'd love to have you. That maybe Mortuga is a woman. But she said that she heard a younger voice and a woman talking, an older woman. The only older woman here is Tadpole, besides her, besides Moon. Unless Mortuga is a woman.
Jetpack to the moon and back.
Thank you very much, Bear, for gifting us up to Lyra. I appreciate it. Unless Mortuga is a woman, and the voice she hears is Mortuga's. And this theory comes from not a throwaway line, but a line where someone says, "Oh, that dresser looks like one like a woman would have." It could be totally not even related, but now I'm like, maybe. I don't know. Okay, before we continue, we have to ask her about the clues and suspects and all of that. We have to run ads. So let's BRB, stand up, stretch, grab a snack, grab a drink, etc. We'll be back and we'll continue more from here. So, BRB.
Take this pause to rejuvenate. Stand, stretch, hydrate. We will be back in just a few moments.
Welcome back, everybody. Already? I know, it's flying by. Flying. Okay. Let's start by asking about people.
Symmetry was the only person I didn't see on my tour of the submarine. I realized later that she'd been with Mortuga at the time.
In the Illusion Theater?
You know what's funny? Nobody else calls it that. They all just call it the storeroom. I'm led to believe Illusion Theater is a name Miss Silkmoth came up with herself. Rather like how she came up with the name Symmetry Silkmoth.
That's not her real name?
It's not her birth name, no.
How would she know if she's like, I've only been on this submarine for, whatever. Unless, well, I think we know. She's definitely connected to Silkmoth's Fortuna, the lady who owned the theater that Symmetry used to work for. So she probably knows Symmetry as well, or knows of her.
So, Mariana, where are you from?
No fixed address. That's the way it's been for some time.
Oh, I see.
But you came to Silkworm looking for the Mortuga submarine. How come?
I go wherever I please, which usually amounts to wherever has the most interesting rumors.
I don't want to be rude, but do you ever have to do work to get money?
From time to time. I've taken up work as a tour guide, a historian, a performing storyteller.
But how did you wind up getting onto the submarine? Isn't it a secret?
Well, if it's such a secret, how did you do it?
Well, I got a phone call from Cynthia Seafoam, and she told us to come to Silkworm.
And then the submarine came up to the harbor so we could get on.
Well, there we are. Perhaps that's how I did it, too.
Not specific. Illusion Theater is so much cooler than Storeroom. Agreed.
Cynthia Seafoam, the daughter of Harbour Master Sylvia Seafoam, and the step-daughter of Donovan Drummond, the shipyard owner.
That's a pretty solid nautical heritage.
By all accounts, Sylvia Seafoam was an ambitious and outgoing sailor, but I believe they raised Cynthia to be a mechanic.
Still, sounds like Cynthia actually does have the expertise to be captain.
Who said she doesn't? Broad shoulders, long arms, good for reaching across a wheel. He had a hard face, but soft eyes. I'd wager he was once a very handsome man.
Do you know anything about his life before the submarine? Like, if he had a family?
I'd never heard mention of his parentage, no.
But he lived in Silkworm. Do you know where exactly?
The only record I found lists him as living at the Stonetop Inn and working on board the Stonetop family sailing ship.
As the captain?
As a deckhand, and eventually as the helmsman.
So how'd he end up as the captain of a submarine?
All I could dig up was a rumor that he bought the submarine from the shipyard.
He bought it?
Or maybe he commissioned to have it built. Accounts vary on that.
Either way, how could Mortuga afford to buy a submarine?
My guess is that he didn't pay with money, but made some other kind of trade.
I'm thinking. I don't know. We don't know anything about... Hold on. A framed painting of a woman found in the cabin's quarters. There was a metal plaque on the base of the frame with the word "her" engraved on it. This Mortuga's girlfriend or something? This painting used to be in my house, in my father's study. It hung there for at least a year. I assume she's dead, this woman. Okay. What if... I don't know. What if this is Mortuga? They have hoop earrings. Do I need to say more? Probably. Also, I was thinking like this could be a binding. I mean, obviously, like, the face shape is very different. But, like, maybe... And I think it's interesting that, like, Symmetry says, I assume she's dead, this woman. And if, like, maybe it's not just... Maybe this isn't a Mulan situation. Maybe this is more of, like, a... More permanent change. Or something. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue.
Oh. Worman, I know he once worked as a newspaper journalist. Oh, that's before he changed his name, of course.
Have you read his book, Hex of the Helmsman?
I, leafed through it. I must say, he's got some good research skills. I'd love to know what his sources were.
What do you mean?
The book is very clearly a loose retelling of the real-life story of one Magnus Mortuga. I didn't expect to find a fellow herbologist on board. Dr. Zephyr really knows his rosehip from his rosemary. He's a chemist, too. Impressive, don't you think?
I don't know. I get the sense his work is more alchemy than chemistry.
He does seem rather secretive about it. I tried asking him about his experiments, but he seemed awfully reluctant to divulge any details.
Sounds familiar?
I saw Dirk wandering the halls this morning, like he was looking for something. I asked him what it was he'd lost, and he said he couldn't really describe it, but it looked a bit like a gun.
What?
So, something that looks like a gun, but isn't actually a gun.
I can't imagine what he was talking about.
Nothing that looks like a gun.
I first met Tadpole when she was on the road, travelling with a group of performers. She had longer hair back then, of course.
Did you see her perform?
I got to see a rehearsal, but that was it. After that, I joined their camp for the night. Tadpole and I shared some stories, you know. I told her how I'd just been on a research trip to a town on the coast called Silkworm-on-Sea. She told me how their group went around performing in local theatres and town halls and whatnot. I mentioned that Silkworm actually had a little theatre that might be a good fit.
How come you didn't stay with them longer?
Their leader was a real bad apple. I was rather keen to be shot of him. I see Cynthia's proudly wielding the Seafoam S in her signature there.
Why shouldn't she?
Of course, she's well within her rights to do so, but I do think perhaps it sends a certain message.
What message would that be?
I claim this submarine in the name of the Seafoam family. Something like that, don't you think? Pass it here, I'll show you something amusing. See this photograph on the inside cover?
It's a picture of Worman, isn't it?
If it is, it's a very flattering one.
It's not Worman at all. It's his rather more handsome father, Mayor Damien Dusk.
Get out. Really?
No word of a lie.
Interesting.
I believe Mortuga used its light to alert others to the location of the submarine. On the rare occasions when he wished to do such a thing, of course.
That's how it happened with us. Although I guess it was Cynthia, not Mortuga.
You know, for some time now, I've heard stories of sailors seeing a green light in the ocean at night.
Well, I guess you have your explanation.
The problem is, several of the stories predate the Mortuga submarine.
Which, there is a green light in one of the testimonies. Dr. Zephyr mentions that he woke up at the time of the murder due to a bright green light from outside. I wonder if the voice actor put something in their mouth. I think so. It sounds very much like she has something in her mouth when she does that. So I think so. Surely.
Ah, now we're getting to it. The reason all of us are here, really.
How so?
The Silver Snake, the Mortuga submarine. Did you ever stop and wonder, why here? Why this particular part of the coast? It all stems from a single truth. There's something hiding in the water. Something big. Now, it wasn't my intent to cause you any lasting unease. Look, we three, we're merely tourists here, passers-by. Take my advice. Keep your distance from all this, so you can still walk away at the end.
Almost vaguely sounds like a threat.
Mariana, can you tell us what these tablets are?
It's rather more difficult when it's something synthetic like this. Some kind of vitamin supplement, I believe.
All three of them?
Yes, the 3 tablets seem largely to be the same thing.
Do you recognize this, Mariana?
Should I?
Well, we just figured since there's a moon drawn on the label.
So because my name is Moon, all moon-related things must belong to me,
Even if it's not yours, do you have any idea what it is?
It's a herbal compound of some kind. Valerian, skullcap, chamomile, and seawater.
So, not poison.
Maybe it's medicine. Would those herbs do anything in particular?
I suppose it could be a sleep aid, like a mild sedative.
Interesting.
There's only one thing more mysterious than a locked box, and that's an unlocked box that's been emptied of its contents.
Did you ever come across the cauldron in your research?
No, it really does seem to be something Mortuga's been keeping to himself.
What do you make of those scratch marks?
I'm not sure. They don't really look like anything made by an animal.
That's a relief. Wait, is it?
That's still something, excuse me, that's still something we don't really know, which is how those scratches might have been made at all. Or...
Mariana, you visited Silkworm before, didn't you? Was Sim's magic show in the theater back then?
No, when I passed through, the theatre wasn't showing anything. This very poster was up on the walls, but they'd covered it with a banner that said cancelled.
So that must have been after Sim left, but before the theater had booked a new act.
It's a piece of an old sail, roughly cut into a square. It carries something of the cadaver about it. Might be the smell, rust and stagnant seawater. Perhaps it came from the ocean. Have you asked Madame Tadpole about it?
We have. We know it's a key.
This marks a pivotal moment in Silkworm's history, the day the Silver Snake was discovered. It also shows the 2 women who found it, Felicia Stonetop, that's her on the left, and Sylvia Seafoam on the right.
Hang on, we saw a statue about this in the town square, but on the statue, the serpent was shown being wrestled by a male fisherman.
Yes, well, that's history for you. Let's see. The thicker wood is mahogany, very old mahogany. The thinner wood, oh, I don't know, some kind of cheap timber, perhaps.
Somebody skimped on the repairs, huh?
I'd love to know where Cynthia got the diagram of the wooden ship.
I thought it was supposed to be a submarine.
Oh, no, the yellowish parts. They're from an old drawing of a sailing ship. Looks like it might be from the original, too. I just wonder where she got it. I'd heard Mortuga wasn't one for writing things down, so I'd given up hope of finding a diary, but this might be the next best thing.
You made a record of every time a new person joined the submarine.
Except for when you joined, Mariana.
Well, I suppose he'd never had the chance. Emblazoned with the Seafoam S, I see. It's quite an elaborate... Oh, how strange. It's never been worn.
Never?
Once or twice, at the very most. You know, one of the reasons I found it hard to research Mortuga was that there really wasn't much of a paper trail.
Well, seems like he changed his ways.
Yes, it's rather odd, isn't it? I wonder what compelled him to draw up a contract like this. I can't help but feel like the idea must have come from someone else. Looks like gold to me.
No way. Real gold.
Why not?
I thought Symmetry was supposed to be an impoverished orphan.
Well, it's not worth anything unless she's willing to sell it. Where'd you get that? A dentist's waiting room?
There's a poster on the back cover. It's for Dirk's movie.
Oh, yes, look at that. They've given her the wrong type of necklace. The sword looks about right, though.
What's that?
Just thinking out loud.
The sword looks...
Well, that has to be a face, but it's not... It doesn't look like anyone. When was this taken?
Pretty recently, I think.
I see. So she's probably still out there. Listen, don't worry about it, seriously. Oh, good. I was worried this wasn't going to come up.
What? Cynthia and her family?
The submarine in the background?
Yes and yes. But also no. The best part of this photo is the thing on the left-hand side. It's in a glass tank. Do you see it?
Barely.
Is it a snake?
It's the silver snake, also known as the silkworm serpent. Oh, you've heard of it?
We might have, but what's it doing in the photo?
So, that submarine in the background. The silver snake is the reason that was built. Sylvia Seafoam, pictured there in the fancy jacket, she was quite fond of her serpent friend, you see, but the powers that be were demanding she hand it over to be studied. So Sylvia made a plan to go and live in a submarine and take the silver snake with her.
That's, quite ambitious.
Wait, so the sea serpent would also be living in the submarine?
Well, I don't have all the details. It's something I'm still researching. Where on earth did you find this?
Cynthia had it.
I don't know. You two have all the luck. I spent a year researching silkworm and never found anything this good.
What's so good about it?
It's penned by Solomon Stonetop himself. They say he built the Stonetop Inn with his own hands, and in doing so, he founded the town of Silkworm-on-Sea. A ZX5. Nice piece of kit. Polycarbonate shell, tactile interface, unusually good battery life. I mean, it's a cell phone. Whose is it?
Dirk Danson.
I suppose that makes the most sense. After all, Mortuga really didn't seem like the cell phone type. Sorry, Felicia Bonetop.
Yeah, that's what she's called in the book, too. Marcus Mordoom's captain/love interest.
Flying a little close to the sun with that name, aren't they?
Felicia Stonetop, right?
Now, where did you find this?
Zephyr had it.
Did he now? Lillian's locket, silver snake, golden palm, mermaid... The mermaid's tongue.
You've heard of it?
Only the name, and only when people were telling me it doesn't exist.
Maybe it doesn't.
But there's a photo.
It's a photo of a drawing.
What's it supposed to do, anyway? The description in the book here is pretty vague.
And they say it allows humans to commune directly with God while they're still alive.
What? God?
In here it says, said to facilitate communication with she who lies beyond the veil.
She who lies beyond the veil, God, other dimensions, aliens, the afterlife. You know, it varies. But the sentiment is the same. Though it's a wretched thing, really. An echo of man's desperate, futile desire to wring answers from a silent universe.
I can see why people would say it doesn't exist.
But Zephyr's trying to get hold of it.
Well, he may be. It depends.
On what?
The strength of his will.
Mariana, I was wondering if you could tell us who's worn this.
How's she supposed to do that?
You know, by the smell.
Oh, gross.
Very well. Let's see. I'm getting wind-battered mahogany, ice-cold sea spray, and mostly melted candle wax.
Great, thanks.
One of this Mortuga. Wonder if sea spray is tadpole. I don't know who the other one would be.
If I'm not mistaken, this little part at the front is actually a microphone.
Oh.
I can't speak to what that is squirming around in the bottle there, but the liquid is salt water with a mix of herbs. I suppose Zephyr must have a pestle and mortar. I might ask to borrow it.
Which herbs?
Valerian, skullcap, and chamomile.
The same one as in the moon vial?
I thought the submarine didn't have a radio.
I don't think it does. This is more like a child's walkie-talkie.
Oh yes, you're quite right. Probably has a short range, too.
If it's a walkie-talkie, then what happened to the other one?
Good question. It has the smell and feel of something that's been in the ocean for quite some time. Only there's no evidence of it on the surface. No barnacles, no algae.
Maybe it's a type of metal that resists that kind of stuff.
Or maybe someone just cleaned it.
You know, if and when I make a mysterious observation, I'm not necessarily looking for immediate logical explanations.
Sorry.
I love it.
Now,
I love it,
have
though.
to assume this is the Stonetop family ship, the dearest Selena.
How do you know it's that ship? Is there a photo of it?
It's evident by the selection of little wooden people on board. The dearest Selena was captained by Felicia Stonetop, that's her there, and one Magnus Mortuga was her helmsman.
What did they use it for?
Oh, I don't know. Fishing? Tourism? General gallivanter?
What about the woman tied to the front?
That's a representation of the ship's figurehead. This here, that's the Stonetop emblem.
Oh yeah, we saw it on the sign.
Oh,
outside
that is very
Stonetop
funny.
Inn. Do you remember, Sally?
No, but I was basically still asleep at that point.
What are those letters above it?
Initials SS.
Stonetop C? Secret stone?
Selena Stonetop.
The owner of the painting?
The painter herself.
I did just notice the emblem is the stacked rocks of the stone tops. That makes sense.
That algae is still young.
Meaning?
Meaning the bottle's been in the ocean, but not for all that long. Oh, that's quite some book. Did you take it from a werewolf, perhaps?
That explains it.
No, it doesn't. Sniffing it and saying that explains it does not, in fact, explain it.
I thought she was gonna say more because there's a picture of her inside.
Do you recognize any of the little wooden people?
I believe this is supposed to be Silkworm's governor, a man named Faustus Fellow.
Interesting.
He was a wealthy landowner who bought the town in order to bring it under his control.
He bought the whole town?
Why?
I couldn't say.
Any idea what this is?
No.
Really? You're not even gonna tell us what it smells like? Old moss and jealousy-ridden oak or something?
It's not oak, it's cedar.
Aha!
She still didn't actually tell us anything.
Yeah. I retract that aha from the record.
Mr. Werman's typewriter. It's got a good example of the Fellow emblem there on the back. See?
Let's examine the town hall statue, the mess hall statue. Okay.
I can barely move these barrels. Oh, they must be full of something heavy.
Actually, I think they're empty.
Oh. Well, wood is heavy.
It's a pinboard.
Drag the pieces into their correct positions. Is this... Well, I don't know. Well. No.
Nope.
So, there's a drawing of each of the suspects, one of Mortuga, and one of us too. Each one needs to be moved to the right place on the board.
Maybe I need to be more... Are they far left? Yes. Maybe we need to put them more in their, like, square.
That's not it.
Looks like the board's been divided into segments.
The shape looks familiar. Is it some...
Of course. Remember Mariana's diary?
Go back to
We'll
that.
come back later.
It's a pizza oven.
No, it's a furnace. For heating the submarine.
Right. But you could put a pizza in there. I assumed it was tea, but actually it smells like coffee.
It's unfiltered too, and there's no milk.
Hardcore.
This is actually a pretty good place to hang laundry.
Assuming you want your clothes to smell like the cargo hold of a submarine.
It's a big traveler's backpack. It smells like soil and grass.
When you're done smelling it, there's something in the pouch I think we should take a look at.
Silkworm map. Okay, this is the one that we saw. South Sea Seafoam Harbor Lighthouse, Drummond Shipyard, Grips Emporium. Faustus Fellow and Fortuna Fellow. Daughter adopted, Felix Flint, Felicia. Magnus Mortuga. Interesting. Okay.
What's in these old wooden crates?
I don't know. I can't get them open.
What did I tell you? Always bring the crowbar.
It would have been nice.
This is actually a pretty.
Assuming you want your clothes. It's a tent.
It's a piece of fabric draped over a rope.
Yeah, a tent.
Hold on there, bucko. That's private, all right?
I enjoyed that she called you Bucko.
We had to be sure.
It's a little mirror.
It could do with a polish.
You could do with a polish.
Okay. This?
It's the cargo hold.
It's made entirely out of wood.
And?
And we're in a submarine, aren't we?
All right. Let me see this. Okay, I know it's a bit early, but I think we're gonna stop here. I do feel like I need a little nap. I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to be too tired that I'm like, oh, but then I missed a clue or something. I have to have my wits about me, you know? So we're going to stop here, but tomorrow maybe we'll try to do a longer one and see how much we can get done. But that'll be it for us today. Let me give a thank you to, Emmers, thank you very much for the 375 stream streak. And Wyvie for the 25-month resub. Appreciate it. And Bear, thank you for gifting us sub to Lyra. But thank you everyone for being here. Thanks for the stream. Get some rest. I will. I'll take a little nappy before I do some more work and stuff. But yeah, so tomorrow we'll probably try to do a longer stream. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a good rest of your day and or night. And then I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye.